My name is Victoria Fiore, and I've handpicked some of the best and brightest disruptors, changing the way we travel, eat, and live on a daily basis. We're in London, a city where work and social lives are frantic and lifestyles are fast-paced. Luckily, there are entrepreneurs out there working on smart solutions to give us back our precious free time.
I'm Rowan and I'm the CEO and founder of Bisbee. Our mission is fairly simple. It's to connect the world to services. So originally the idea came about before smartphones, and the idea was that you could text you wanted something, and that would immediately send out to a network of people who then had the ability to text back and say, okay, I can do this job. At the moment, it's a very fragmented system. So if you want to book a service, you still have to do a search on Google, you need to phone 10 people. So when we sort of clicked that smartphone, on-demand service, and the problem that we're solving, we really thought, yeah, this is the right time to do this. Basically, you tap a button, you get a price, and you get the person who's going to do it for you. And you know that that person is going to be the best that you can find if you made the 10 calls. So that's the problem we're solving for the consumer. The instant gratification, the speed at which you book. We noticed that before there was a lot of back and forth, so we reduced all of those to a simple tap. The fact you can get anything when you want it is, it's both good and bad. Things are just very fast moving and short. So we should embrace that. It's just the new way of doing stuff. I don't plan very much, and that's probably one of the reasons why I really like the whole on-demand nature, is that plans change. You know how difficult it is to actually meet people. People in cities are very busy, they've always got things to do. So I think the fact that you can just tap a button when you need it and get it means you don't have to plan. In 10 years, you're still going to need all of the services that you need today. In 20 years' time, you're going to need the same thing. The simplicity and the ease of the user experience actually is the biggest thing I guess we changed. I'm a big believer in an entrepreneur or a startup actually second-guessing what users want. We're actually really trying something new and bringing it to mobile. The thing that drives me more is taking a business, making it very successful, scaling it, and proving that you can change a model. People don't realize just how challenging everything is in a startup. You're either an innovator or you're an incrementer, which is you're taking something and either making a little margin difference or you're just trying to make it a little bit better. Obviously the risk and the challenge is much lower. But when you're doing something that's quite vastly different, even if the industry is there, you have a lot more risk. So I think if people believe in it enough and they want to see, if they all have the same goal and the same vision at the end, then you get through those hard times. 3, 4, 5 failures is a good thing. It means you've reduced your risk. Would you rather go climb Everest with someone who's tried 3 times or never tried? So I take that approach definitely, and I don't think that's an approach a lot of UK investors take.
Our next startup revolutionises shopping experiences, taking away the hassle and making it as luxurious as it can be.
My name is Chris Morton and I am one of the founders and the CEO of List. List is a way for people to buy fashion online. About 6 years ago, and I was living in a house with about 4 other friends, I'd sort of hear this sort of people swearing under their breath on the other side of the room. People were browsing online to buy things or looking for specific things and finding it really difficult. When people were actually wearing what they bought, again, moments of delight, and yet this process of actually getting them, finding what they're looking for, going from site A to site B to site C, having 27 different tabs open, was just like the painful part in that whole experience. So if everything is in one place, they don't need to have all these tabs, because sometimes that thing they're looking for is in a small boutique in Italy or in a department store in New York, and whatever they sell, we bring onto our site. When you have so many items, and we now have the largest shoppable inventory of fashion, certainly within high-end and luxury and contemporary online, the next question comes, well, how do you discover stuff through that? This idea of curation and lists was going to be very powerful for us, and then people can search or browse using curated lists made by either our team or influencers, and we believe in that idea so much around curation and lists that's where we took our name. Everything is being changed, and the things that haven't yet been changed that will be. There's now a current phase of disruption, which is rethinking how people shop and rethinking how people buy. Earlier on, people still had a mental attachment to, like, can I try it on? Can I touch it? Can I feel it? Is it going to be right? And it took a while for that sort of conscious shift to happen, and people realized that actually the real luxury experience was not traipsing out in the rain to Bond Street and going through all that ordeal. It was actually in the comfort of your own home at whatever time of day you fancy, or at your desk, press a button, something's on its way to you. Don't like it, free returns, free shipping. Like, that is by far and away the most convenient, most luxurious experience, and that's actually what the luxury experience was originally. Tech is revolutionizing everything. The first generation of fashion retail businesses, where the innovation was, let's take an offline store and bring it online, there was the opportunity for us to kind of sit along, really on top of that experience, saying we're going to help customers discover, from this, and take the pain out of this very fragmented shopping experience. And the challenge that we have as our business, and every new business has, is how do you not become that broken thing? We have to always look around and always say, question the assumptions of what we thought we knew, because there's so many other companies which are going to come up and say, oh, these guys List, they're not doing fashion the right way, we should do it this way. And we have to be the people that disrupt our own business. We can't let somebody else do that. Everything is always going to be changing. There's always going to be ways to build new things. I couldn't think of anything that's more exciting than that.
Smart solutions for time saving would count for nothing if at the end of the day we have nothing to look forward to. Our next startup, Whyplan, has entertainment covered.
My name's Peter Briffett and I'm the CEO of Whyplan. Well, there's thousands of things to do in London, as you well know. It's hard to find things you may like, and there's probably 100 different places you could go to look for those. So no one was putting this all in one place that's personalised based on what you like, what your friends like, what you've told us you like. So we can put together a curated, personalised just for you of events, and just to make your social life a lot better. There's a lot of things you sort of figure out along the way about how to scale your business and what metrics behind the business really matter to you, how to retain customers, how to grow new customers, and how to get people to repeat purchase. Big technical challenge to make sure every time you open Whyplan, you've got exactly what you want, where you want it. But when we first started, we were only showing about 10 events a day, per day. And now, 2 or 3 years on, we're probably pulling from on a daily basis, about 1,500 events. There's probably about 2,000 versions of Whyplan running in London based on who you are, where you are, what you think you like. So there's a huge amount more going on. But for us, we love the sort of immersive theatre type experiences, the funky things you wouldn't ordinarily go to, going down to Alice in Wonderland or whatever, which you go down the vaults under Waterloo Station. People wouldn't ordinarily go until they discovered it on Whyplan. So that's why they think, wow, this is great. I use this product whenever I want to go and do something cool. Essentially, there was nothing prior and has been nothing since. It allows you to have a discovery platform at your fingertips. Wherever you land in the world is our vision, that we'll be able to launch a little black book of things to do, personalised and curated just for you, that you'll be able to book and tap and go based on all the great things you can do in entertainment. So that's the vision.
It seems there's plenty more space to disrupt and many more great ideas to be had to improve our lifestyles. But for now, here's for smarter services, more luxurious shopping experiences, and more great nights out.